Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutny and welcome back in another YouTube chess training video, and today I will show how to play against your opponent's pieces and how it's important to not allow to activate your opponent's pieces. So stop him to play active moves and just to play against bad, mainly heavy pieces. And for these reasons I have for you two examples, and I will show the first one. It's white on move, and you can see that black has difficulties with the rook on h8. And I will ask you if you are able to find the winning moves for white. The solution I will show you at the end of this video, and now we are on the best time to show another example. Here you can see that black has rook on a7 and black loves to play b6 or b5. And if black will do it, his bad rook on a7 will be active. So your goal or your job is to play really winning moves and not to allow black activated his rook. This is really important technique, and if you will do it, believe me, you will improve your chess. And once again, the solution of this example I will show you at the end of this video. And now I will show some interesting games. The first interesting game will be in this move, rook to e1, and I will tell you that this move is a mistake. And you know, if you are black, what do you think you will play in this position after move rook to e1? And you have to ask yourself why white played rook to e1. And white played rook to e1 because he wished to have rook on open file. So you can see different if this rook is in open file where the rook is active. And if this rook will not be on open file, that means the rook will not be active. And this is a difference between two players, strong player and weak player. So if you are black, and well done if you think that the best move here is d4, because after d4 you can see that white move rook from f to e1 should be mistake, because now is it really difficult to see if or how white rook will be active. Now if black is on move again, he will play e5, and you know it's game over for the rook on e1. Maybe never ever will be open file e file. So for this reason now white has to play e5. Now, okay, I will play some more moves and I will go for another interesting move, and it will be soon. And this move, yes, it's just standard game, which is not in this video interesting, but now is interesting. Now white played knight to f1, and you are once again black, you are on the move, and what do you think is the best move for white, for black, if knight went to f1? And the best move for black is to understand that white loves to go to e3, and if white will not go to e3, his knight on f1 will be a really unemployment knight. And you know, to be unemployment is not healthy. So make good move which will make unhealthy knight on f1. Yes, it's a simple move f4, and you can see that this knight is nearly dead knight because he has no normal move, and this is a problem for white. If white will have one bad piece, he will have bad game. But you know, sometimes you have to help him to have bad pieces. So f4 move is a really nice move where white will have difficulties nearly till end of the game with his knight. And that's exactly the moves which I love to show you how to improve at your chess. The game flow may be simple in simple moves, but you can see the difference. Black now doesn't have a single bad piece. what's the difference if you compare black pieces and white pieces? Really, we can speak or we can say that black has no nearly difficulties and white is under big problems or under big or in heavy position because he has a bad pieces, and that's a different. And in this game, black played really two good moves. The first interesting was after rook to e1, uh, where black played d4 and he stopped opening e file. And another interesting or very nice move after knight to f1, black played f4, and this is exactly moves which I loved. I love this move where I can make unhappy my opponent, because if I will see that my opponent doesn't have good pieces, I should play my game. I should be the boss of the game, and I believe I should win a lots of games if my opponent has bad pieces. So that was interesting example, and I believe this is the good lesson how to improve your chess. I will going to another game, and what will be in this game interesting? You know, this game looks like ordinary game. This game should be played in every day, in the internet, everywhere. But what will be really interesting, how white will play badly with his heavy pieces. So till now everything looks like okay, interesting game, move by move. But you know, at the end of this game, and I will be very soon in interesting position, I am there now. You can see this is a really funny situation. White f1 queen has no one normal move. This is nearly a real situation that queen has no legal moves and is completely surrounded by its own pieces. This is a really victory of black's game. Black is winning here, not because maybe he has more material, but what's the difference between black's activity and white's activity? So, you know, just think about your active pieces and think that you need to have good pieces, and really never ever has so badly placed heavy uh, pieces if you are white. So this is really example how not to play chess if you wish to improve your chess. And we are going to another example. And yes, this game will be interesting in the first opening moves, and maybe it's not interesting here, but it's interesting. It's white on move, and what do you think is good move for white in this position? And black maybe one day will love to put this bishop to game, and black should do by move d5 or b5. So black should go to this diagonal, or he should open this diagonal. What do you think white will play in this position? And move c4 is a really important move. White improve his control of the center while keeping his bishop on a4 active and secure by preventing b5 and d5. This is a really interesting move, that you are not playing ordinary moves, but you are watching your opponent's plans, and your main plan is to maybe slowly activation or slowly activity of opponent's pieces, just to not allowed to play blacks whatever he want. And this is really important information to us how to improve our chess. Okay, black now went to h4, and the reason that white love to exchange knight on with e7 bishop, and if he manage, he should have advantage of two bishops. For a stronger player, is really important or is good advantage to have two bishops. So for this reason, really lots of strong players will do nearly everything to save their two bishops, and for this reason they should invest one more move, bishop to h4. But this bishop is not active. But what's more difficult for black is this rook. Rook on a8 is not active, and now for black it's really important to find a good way how to play with this rook. And now is a difference between two players. Strong player will work really hard and will find the best plan, and he will play with this rook. A weaker player don't care about all his pieces, and he will not play with all pieces, and at the end he will lose a game because his bad rook on a8 will be there for more than 10 moves. And that's a difference between a really strong players. And just we can go through this game, and I don't want to tell you that Vasily Ivanchuk is a weak player. Every times you have game which you are happy and games which you are unhappy, and this game is really not nice game from Vasily Ivanchuk. And we are going move by move, and you can see that this rook is really under fire because it's a really difficult rook. And the best plan in your chess game is to play against your opponent bad army. If your opponent has bad piece, just play against his bad piece, and you can enjoy the game how simple chess are. You can only watch your opponent bad piece and just to play to show your opponent that it's not good idea to play game with bad pieces. Now maybe the threat is g4 and we're playing d5. It's now forever will be threat g4, and if white will take on d6, he will win the game. All problems are here because of a really bad rook on b8, and this is a really example, this is really information to us. Watch your opponent bad pieces, and what's more important, not only watch, but play really good moves and not allowed your opponents to activate his bad pieces. This is really plan and the best way how to improve your chess. So one move, another move, but just watch how difficult this game is for Vasily Ivanchuk to play this game because he is playing without rook. But you have to play these moves and just to win the game. And it's not difficult to win this game. Now white has more material, and at the end he will win the game. But what was interesting here, after c4 it looks like at the first stage of this game white is playing against black bad c8 bishops, but at the end it will not be the main problem of the black's army, but the biggest problem will be rook on a8. And you have to see that, or you have to understand that the best plan in a chess game is to find the bad piece and to not allow to activate this piece. You have to be very clever and just to take care about your moves which are really motivated to not let your opponent to activate his bad piece. And this game is really interesting for these reasons. It looks like maybe black will have time to activate his rook, but if you are playing good moves, and black will never ever play with this rook in this game. And this is a really important message to you, how to play chess and how to improve at your chess. And I hope that these games are so interesting or are so good or cool that should help us to improve our chess. And now I believe at the end of this video we can check these two examples. The first example is about how not let black play with this rook. Of course, black love to play b6 or b5, so the best move is to go check on h8. There is only one move. Black is going to c7, and now you are playing check on d8. If black is going after this check somewhere here, of course you are winning a rook. So black has to go to c6, but now is a beautiful move. White is going to bishop to b6. Of course, black need to do something with this threat, so black will take on b6, but the winning move is rook to c8, and you can see that after this move black has not really one move, even he has to play rook to a8, and of course black will lose a game. I believe this is really lovely example how one side in a chess game should have difficulties if this side has a bad piece. A really beautiful example, and I hope you will remember, because this is the lesson how to have a good feeling about bad pieces and what's the problems if we have bad pieces. So well done if you found it the solution. And in this solution, or in this example, the first move is g7. Of course, black has no more moves than f2, and white is playing bishop to e7. Black has no more moves than f1, and white is playing bishop to f6. Of course, if black will play everything else, you are winning, so black has to take on f6. Now white will take on h8. Black will take on h8, and white is winning with move d4, because you can see that really even in this position black has a really huge material advantage. He is lost because he has a terrible queen on h8. Terrible queen, terrible heavy piece is terrible problem. So just remember this example and have a good feeling to play chess with good pieces. And this was the lesson from me to you, and I hope you will enjoy or you will improve your feeling. This is the most important, just to have feeling how looks bad piece and how looks problems with bad pieces, and how beautiful games are if we have good pieces. So thank you very much for watching. We are at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for every like, dislike, and a really big thank you if you will press to follow our YouTube chess channel. I hope I will see you next time in our YouTube chess videos. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye bye.